Hello, my name is Taylor Masterson, and I am doing case study 8.3, the Franklin versus Gwinnett County Public Schools. I want to first start with some definitions because I know some of the terms that are used in these cases are kind of confusing, so I want to clarify all confusion before we start this presentation. So the word monetary will be used a lot throughout this presentation, and that word means having to do with money. Presumption is the act of taking something to be true. Notion is the belief about something. Back pay is money that is owed to a worker from an earlier time. And remedy is a solution or fix to something. In this case, the plaintiff is Christine Franklin, and she was at the time a sophomore at North Gwinnett High School in Georgia, and the defendant is the Gwinnett County Public Schools. The complaint was originally filed on December 29, 1988, in the United States District Court for the Northern District of Georgia. The complaint stated that Franklin was subjected to continual sexual harassment beginning in the fall of her 10th grade year from Andrew Hill, one of the sports coaches and teachers employed by the district at that time. Although the school became aware of and investigated Hill's sexual harassment of Franklin and other female students, teachers and administrations took no action to halt it and discouraged Franklin from pressing charges against Hill. According to Franklin, the harassment consisted of sexually explicit conversations, forced kissing, and forced intercourse on school grounds. On April 14th of 1988, Hill resigned on the condition that all matters pending against him would be dropped. The school closed its investigation after he resigned. After Hill's resignation and closing of the investigation, Franklin sued for monetary damages under Title IX, which states, "No person shall, on the basis of sex, be excluded from participation in, be denied the benefit of, or be subjected to discrimination under any educational program or activity receiving federal financial assistance." A federal district court dismissed Franklin's suit, stating that Title IX did not allow for monetary relief. The 11th Circuit Court of Appeals affirmed that decision. On December 11th of 1991, the case was taken to the Supreme Court. The court found no evidence that Congress intended to abandon the traditional presumption when it passed Title IX. On top of that, the justices dismissed the notion that allowing monetary damages would extend the federal court's power into an area that belonged to the executive and legislative branches. The court also rejected the argument that because Title IX enacted pursuant to the Spending Clause of the United States Constitution, Article 1, Section 8, Clause 1, monetary awards were not permitted. So they rejected that, saying that now monetary awards would be permitted. All of these decisions and rejections about the original Title IX rules were changed because originally Title IX only allowed for back pay or an order of the violation to stop. The court found that back pay was useless to students. Back pay did nothing for Franklin because she was a student when the alleged harassment occurred, and also because Andrew Hill no longer worked at the school and she no longer attended the school. The back pay accords her no remedy at all. The court therefore ruled that monetary damages are available in cases involving violations of Title IX. The 11th Circuit's decision was reversed and the case was remanded. This case is very significant because it was the first case wherein the Supreme Court held that monetary damages could be awarded in Title IX cases. Some implications that we have learned from this case are that it's the administration's ultimate duty to keep the student body safe. Administration should always take any type of harassment allegations seriously, and they should always establish trust within the student body so that the students feel safe and comfortable coming to them to talk about the issues that they're going through. Administration should also continue to build that trust by investigating each allegation and making sure that the problem is solved quickly and safely for the students.